All right, let's talk about something that is completely reshaping guest safety and trust in our industry. Today, we're diving deep into hotel security in the digital age. Hello and welcome. As a hotel AI expert, I'm thrilled to guide you on this learning journey. You see, the industry is evolving so quickly, and understanding the technology driving this change is no longer just a bonus, it's absolutely essential for your professional growth. So today, we're going to explore exactly how AI is making hotels safer than ever before. I want you to think about this for a second. Your phone, it opens your entire life, right? Your banking, your messages, everything. So when we trust that same device to open a hotel room, is that trust really well placed? It's a huge question, and we're about to explore the technology that provides the answer. Okay, so Section 1, the keyless challenge. Before we can really appreciate the solution, we've got to wrap our heads around the problem, because this whole move to a keyless future has fundamentally changed the security game. You know, the security perimeter isn't a metal lock and a metal key anymore. It's what we now call the digital endpoint. And that's really just two things: the smart lock on the door and the guest's mobile device in their hand. Securing the connection between these 2 points, that's the central challenge of modern hotel safety. And this shift to digital keys has created a whole new world of threats. With old-school physical keys, the biggest worry was pretty simple: a lost key or an unauthorized copy. But with digital keys, the threats are invisible. We're talking about things like signal sniffing or software hacking. This creates a brand new attack surface. It's like a digital battlefield right at the guest's door. So how do we possibly defend this new digital frontier? Well, that brings us to Section 2. The answer lies in these incredibly sophisticated AI-driven security platforms that can build a digital fortress around the guest experience. You've got industry leaders like Assa Abloy who are really pioneering this defense with their AI-driven systems, Vostio and VisionLine. And let me be clear, these are not just simple lock and key apps. Not at all. Think of them more like intelligent, constantly learning security ecosystems that were designed from the ground up for the digital age. The goal here isn't just to be good enough. It's to be, and I love this analogy, as secure as a bank vault. That's so powerful because it immediately shifts our thinking from a simple door lock to a comprehensive, truly impenetrable security system. So how do you actually build this digital bank vault? Its foundation, the very core of its strength, is something called end-to-end encryption. The easiest way to think of it is like a secret, unbreakable language spoken only between the guest's phone and the lock. Any data traveling between them is just scrambled nonsense to anyone trying to intercept it. All right, Section 3, security in action. The theory is fascinating for sure, but let's see how this technology actually performs in the real world. We're going to break down the process, moment by moment. The whole thing happens in a flash. The guest requests a key on their app. Instantly, the AI creates a unique, encrypted digital token. Now, here's the crucial part. This isn't a permanent key. It has a strict time limit and a revolving code that changes constantly. So when the guest presents their phone, the lock just verifies this one-time, secure token and grants access. For the guest, it feels seamless, but behind the scenes, it's incredibly complex and secure. But what happens when someone tries to break the system? This is where the AI becomes a proactive guard. A sequential intruder alert is triggered when the system detects a device rapidly trying and failing to open doors. The AI is smart enough to recognize this pattern not as a forgetful guest, but as a potential threat. And the system responds immediately. An alert goes straight to security, preventing what's known as a wandering intruder, someone just walking down a hall, testing every door, hoping one is vulnerable. Before they can get very far, security is already aware of the specific device and its location. The system then takes decisive, automated action. The threatening device is instantly blacklisted across the entire hotel network. This doesn't just block it from the door it was testing, it blocks it from every single door in the property. The threat is completely neutralized. Just like that. Now, a common question I get is, what happens if the hotel Wi-Fi goes down? Well, the system is designed for exactly that scenario. Each lock has something called a credential cache, which securely stores the authorized keys right on the lock itself. This means guests can always get into their rooms, and the lock continues to log every single entry attempt, even when it's offline. Once connectivity is back, it automatically syncs that entire log back to the main server. And this brings us to one of the most powerful features, the audit trail. Just look at this log. It provides an indisputable second-by-second record of every single interaction with the lock. We can see the authorized guests got in, we see housekeeping was there earlier, and most importantly, we see the 2 denied attempts from that intruder device. This level of clarity is just invaluable for security and accountability. So, what does all this technology ultimately achieve? Well, that brings us to our final section: convenience meets confidence. It creates an environment where modern convenience and absolute confidence can coexist perfectly. At the end of the day, this means the seamless, app-based experience that modern guests love and expect isn't a security compromise. It's a massive upgrade. This AI-powered ecosystem provides a level of digital and physical protection that is simply light years ahead of the old plastic keycard. And that brings us to the future, which is in your hands. As the next generation of hospitality leaders, the question you have to ask yourselves is not if you should adopt technology, but how you will leverage it to build an even deeper, more resilient foundation of trust with every single guest who walks through your doors. Thank you